Hi Bidam movie here. Today I will explain the romance Korean drama film called Now, We Are Breaking Up. Spoiler ahead. Watch out and take care. At the beginning of the film explains the progress of the South Korean fashion industry is growing rapidly. A team leader of the famous fashion designer, the one named Ha Young Eun, is a person who believes that every work in this world is not eternal, because cool is easy to change, but he wants each of his works to become a classic story that will always be remembered even though it will not be forever. The first Korean Fashion Week was held in Busan. Young Eun is having fun at the nightclub, and she is enjoying the night with a mysterious man named Yoon Jae Guk. The next day, Young Eun was getting ready to leave the hotel. She doesn't tell Jae Guk her name and says he won't see each other again. Do-hoon, a representative of a fashion company, finally arrives at the airport. There he meets his two friends and discusses about Mr. Jae, a reliable photographer in South Korea whose ability is no longer in doubt. Meanwhile, Young Eun gets a call from Kai Suk, the child design director of the CEO of the One, when she wants to eat at a restaurant. She got word that the model representing her company was having an affair at the hotel with another woman. She came to sort out the situation. After confronting the model, Jae Guk again passed Young Eun in the elevator. Jae Guk saw Young Eun, who was followed by a model, asking her to give her a chance. Do-hoon turns out to have a relationship with Jae Guk. In their second conversation, Jae Guk said that he didn't want to get married in order to live freely without having to have responsibilities to other people. Young Eun pretends to replace Kai Suk to go on a blind date to meet the son of a famous family. She was drunk because she was disappointed, cheated. Jae Guk was present at the event to see Young Eun put on an expression like she had met before, but Young Eun didn't know Jae Guk and pretended to be Kai Suk. After dinner, Young Eun learns that there is a problem and she needs the services of a photographer. She asks Jae Guk for help as a photographer. He also realizes that Young Eun is not Kai Suk. Jae Guk takes a picture of Young Eun. Photoshoot in progress. When Jae Guk shows off his photography skills, Young Eun begins to notice Jae Guk is the mysterious man who sleeps with her. She was amazed by the photos. After that, Jae Guk and Do-hoon went together to see the collection of the famous French designer, Olivier. Young Eun also received news that Olivier broke his promise and joined another design company. She meets him after the party is over and shows her the company's design and Jae Guk's photo. Olivier said he only needed the money. Jae Guk came and separated Young Eun from Olivier. On the other hand, Olivier did not know that the photo was his work. He reveals herself to be Mr. Jae to Young Eun. At the party, Jae Guk asks Young Eun why she pretended not to know her when she met Jae Guk. Young Eun said that it was not necessary because she was going back to Seoul. Jae Guk also says that he knows Young Eun as not Kai Suk. Hearing this, Young Eun was surprised. After gathering information, Young Eun's design team began to design clothes and produce them. In a meeting, Young Eun also received questions about Sono's performance this month. As a top brand, this is the first time that Sono is in second place. Young Eun tried to divert the sneer. She stood at the front presenting her plans for the One's 30th anniversary and gave the news that Hye Rin, a well-known influencer, would be the main star of the show, hoping for a big influence on the collection's profits in the next season. Jae Guk arrives in Seoul and Young Eun is the first to notice his arrival. Do-hoon picks him up at the airport and forces him to go to the office because Do-hoon has some work to do. Kai Suk finally meets Do-hoon. She is surprised that Do-hoon is not the same as the one he met on the previous show. Do-hoon also struggles to explain the misunderstanding to Kai Suk. Kye-suk also led them in a room. Young Eun did not expect to meet Jae Guk again. They engaged in a short conversation and got to know each other's backgrounds in the personal and professional realms. Young Eun also tried to come up with an excuse to leave Jae Guk. On the other hand, Jae Guk tries to hold off Young Eun's departure but fails. Min Hye-ok, Jae Guk's mother meets him after a long absence. Since returning to Seoul, he has not returned to see his mother. This makes his mother ask Jae Guk to attend the 10th anniversary of his brother's death. Jae Guk said that if his mother had approved of his brother's relationship with his lover, maybe his brother would still be alive. Young Eun is pampering her parents' shopping as a sign of gratitude to her for taking care of her. Do-hoon, as the CEO of a PR agency, looks sick of obeying Hye-rin's request. After trying hard, he decides to shift the responsibility to Young Eun. Young Eun asks Jae Guk for help since he is free all day. Jae Guk again asked if there was anything Young Eun wanted to say before he returned to Paris. Young Eun then kisses Jae Guk. When he wanted to kiss him again, Young Eun stopped him. Jae Guk is shocked and confused. Jae Guk tries to help Young Eun. He asks Hye Young to accept a job offer from Young Eun's company. On the one's 30th anniversary, everyone was amazed to see Shin Hye Young's performance. All the colleagues who doubted Young Eun were speechless because she did a good job. After the event is finished, Hye Young shared information about Young Eun's true identity to Jae Guk. He immediately cancelled his flight to Paris and decided to stay in Seoul to inquire about Young Eun's past. When meeting with Young Eun, Jae Guk immediately asked about Yoon Soo-won. Young Eun was surprised. Yoon Soo-won turns out to be the lover he is trying to forget. However, she was reminded again when Jae Guk asked. Young Eun said that Yoon Soo-won was the man she was trying to break up with. From the scene of the 10th anniversary of his brother's death, the man is Yoon Soo-won.